Hello, my fellow sickos of any and all genders, TW here, and welcome to me rambling incoherently about Yakuza 4 Remastered. Just a warning, there will be random spoilers throughout, so continue at your own peril. Unlike most other Yakuza games, we have multiple protagonists here, with our first being Shun Akiyama. He's a multi-billionaire moneylender with a heart of gold. Our second is Taiga Saejima, a prison convict whose crime may not be what he thinks it is. Thirdly, Masayoshi Tanimura, a crooked cop who uses shakedowns and other not-so-legal tactics against criminals to help undocumented immigrants, which is something I wish more officers did. I mean, if cops are going to break the law, might as well do it for good intentions. And lastly, we have the star of the franchise, Kazuma Kiryu! No real introduction needed. What brings them all together? A mysterious person by the name of Yasuko Saejima. She's the brother of Taiga, an informant of Tanimura, lover of Akiyama, and the person Kiryu promised to protect. Just a shame Kiryu failed his mission, but at the very least, Yasuko does get one of the better death scenes in the franchise. Of course, with RGG being in the state that it's in, we can expect Yasuko to show up any minute now in a future game. Wait, what's that totally real voice in my totally real earpiece? This series only resurrects the men? Of course they do! Those fuckers! Putting future nonsense aside, this game is also known for this scene, which takes place shortly after Taiga escapes prison, and there's a reason why it's the only one that inspired a mod to remove it. Just what the actual fuck, RGG? Someone get a newspaper and smack whoever greenlit this, because just no! No! Fuck. Another, I guess, depending on your perspective, negative of the story is the amount of swerves. I genuinely can't count how many times someone betrays another person only to reveal themselves as a double agent for somebody else. It almost borders on parody, almost like it's really close. If you're wondering how the four-character story is handled, very linearly. You go from Akiyama to Saejima to Tanimura to Kiryu. So if you are expecting a constant interweaving one like GTA 5, then you may be a bit disappointed. The only Yakuza game to do that is Zero, so perhaps give that one a go if you haven't already. The combat of Yakuza 4 is fine. Each character plays differently, so you'll have to master each fighting style if you really want to survive. Akiyama is quick with his kicks, Saejima is a slow powerhouse, Tanimura is technically sound, and Kiryu is the motherfucking dragon of Dojima! If you're used to how the Dragon engine feels, then it may be a bit difficult to go back to something that feels a bit rough around the edges by comparison. It isn't bad by any means, but I wouldn't recommend playing it after something like Kiwami 2 or Lost Judgment. Moving around the city of Kamurocho, Tokyo is fine enough, and yes, unlike most other installments, Yakuza 4 takes place solely in Kamurocho with very short gameplay segments in other areas. Thankfully, this is the most expanded version of Kamurocho that has ever existed due to the addition of underground areas and rooftops. You even get to go down these stairs which have been taunting me for years, and oh look, a mall! No idea why they didn't at least include this underground mall in future games. Speaking of games, I completely forgot to play the minigames here. Listen, for whatever reason, whenever I play Yakuza 3 or 4, my brain just skips out on most of the minigames. Outside of baseball, that one is always a must-play, even if I'm not very good at it. I did at least manage to hit this supposedly super hard-to-hit curveball, so I at least have that to hang my proverbial hat on. On top of that, I also participated in quite a few side quests, as those are usually a highlight of many RGG games, and these ones are not too shabby. My favorites are Akiyama's and Tanimura's because of how they reinforce their characters' traits, as well as tie into their jobs. Akiyama's side quests often deal with lending money, and Tanimura's are about solving crimes. You just gotta love that story and gameplay integration. It's not a requirement, but when it's included, oh boy does it feel good. The upgrade system is rather cool. For every level gained, you receive 3 orbs which you can use to gain new abilities. It is refreshing to go back to a time when choosing skills, abilities, and the like were the main draw of leveling up and not just raw stats like an RPG. Not saying I hate how it is now, but there's something nice about this. I don't know exactly how to properly explain it. One thing I can explain is how overpowered Kiryu is, because just look at how many stats he gets from the very moment he becomes playable. You see, this is how you convey the level of badassery a character is through the language of gameplay. You can also learn moves via revelations, which are absolutely ludicrous.
あれはきたーこれ
取れないね
しょよし今度こそ
いいんじゃないいいんじゃない何これ怖い怖い怖い怖い
あれ何えあれ
やったー
おー取れた
I love how silly these super serious crime dramas can get. Anyways, Yakuza 4 is an overall good entry in the series. Is it my favorite? No, not really. It's fine, but when I want to play an older, clunkier Yakuza game, I'll pick 3 or 5. Oh, and by the way, the post-credits cutscene is completely ignored in 5. Like, holy hell, what the fuck happened between games? I'd say my biggest issue with Yakuza 4 is that it just feels like yet another game in the series. You see, I had my own revelation while thinking about Yakuza 4. It's the Twilight Princess of the franchise, with Yakuza 3 being the Wind Waker. If you've played those games, you know exactly where I'm going with this. One game is much brighter, more colorful, while the other is grittier and much more in line with the rest of the series. Regardless, Yakuza 4 is still far, far from a bad game, and if you're playing through all the games in the series, you may as well play through this one as well. I mean, it can't be worse than Kiwami 3, right? Oh, and fuck the final boss. Bet you thought I forgot about him. Nah, fuck him and his bitch-ass gooners. Easily the worst in the series.
悪かったの。